Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you should be glad that I'm muting the sound, because that continues to be quite annoying, to be perfectly honest, even though it's quite funny at the same time, how cheesy and silly it sounds. This is WWF RAW, and this is a one-off video of me talking about the game and showing it off for you guys. And I do think it's worth doing this, because I've been thinking about like the merits of doing these one-off videos. You know, I've said it before, in the past, you put a lot of effort into a let's play or a walkthrough, it gets next to no views, and then you upload a one-off video and it gets shitloads of views. It's bizarre, but putting effort in doesn't necessarily reward you with success on YouTube in regards to views. And I've said it a million times before, I'll say it again, I'm not after money. Do you think I'd be doing this after 20 years, getting next to nothing? If it was about the money, of course it's not. I just want a decent amount of views. You know, my recent golf video, for example, the PGA Tour golf video, that's got 50, 60 odd views, whereas the football one I did, and the Duke Nukem one I did, but that's only a day ago, I've got like 5 or 6 views. There's a big difference between those numbers. But yeah, I digress. This is WWF RAW, and I was never a huge wrestling fan back in the day, but for whatever reason, about 15 or so years ago, 2010, when I got my first Mega Drive emulator downloaded online, I got a shitload of games with it, and some of them I barely ever played, and I thought, you know what, I used to do one-off videos like this in the classic series and just the playing series, or I showcase the game. I never showed this, and there's a good, I don't know, about 4 or 5 left after this, and then we're done, at least for now. Might bring it back in the future and update the roster. There's still so many games that I could do this on, but in the late 90s, early 2000s, around about the time of The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, he was my favourite. I had a passing interest in wrestling, but not massively. It's all a little bit silly for me, and these days, of course, it's WWE, not WWF, because WWF is Save the Animals and all that good shit, isn't it? And this, ladies and gentlemen, was released late 94 on the SNES, the Genesis. There's also a Game Gear and Game Boy version on 32X, Mega Drive counterpart a year later, 95. Looking at the reviews for this game, we've got 5 out of 10, 20 out of 40, very weird, 3 out of 5, so it's a bit of a mid kind of game, not great, not terrible. And this version of the game is quite interesting. The SNES version, let's have a look. Oh no, the SNES and Genesis versions, they've got more characters than the Game Gear and Game Boy versions. That used to happen, but there's still a few characters like Randy Savage, Quang, Crush who are in the game. And just going through the list of wrestlers, I'm sure we'll see them in a minute here, but some names here I know of and some that I don't. Bam Bam Bigelow, yeah, I've heard that name. Diesel, Crush, no. Doink the Clown, what? Lex Luger? Lex Luger. Luna Vachon, that's a woman apparently. Razor Ramon, yeah. Randy Savage. Owen Hart, is he the guy that died? Yeah, I think he is. Bret Hart, his brother, I think, the brothers. Shawn Michaels, I remember that guy. Yokozuna and The Undertaker, he was still going in the late 90s, early 2000s when I had a passing interest in the sport, or the soap opera, the drama as we should call it, ladies and gentlemen. But let's have 10 to 15 minutes of absolutely diabolical gameplay. Raw endurance match, I'm guessing that means you have to fight multiple enemies, stay alive as long as possible. Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, Bedlam, Tag Team, one-on-one. You know what? I don't exactly know what these other things are, but if I go one-on-one, oh Christ, I'm probably going to get destroyed immediately. I'm doing oh wow. I'll tell you what, lot of options here for an old game. Yokozuna. Bret Hart. You know I had to be him, ladies and gentlemen, standing at 6'10", doing the motherfucking tombstone. I remember back when I was a kid, people liked to pretend to do that. I'll try to do it, I pretend, people just did it. But yeah, you could kill someone, but give it a go. Oh yes. An iconic piece right there. Choose an opponent. We won't fight a woman. He's got a great, like, late 90s, early 2000s t-shirt. All kids used to wear back in the day. We'll go for this guy. Could I, Yo, game, could I fight? Right, I'm pressing buttons. Whatever, game, I just want to fight. Christ almighty, so many older games were frustrated in this aspect where it's not obvious what button you press. Seriously. Coming up, it's a battle for supremacy and a 1-4 bedlam brouhaha. Excuse me? So... Oh, shit. That doesn't look like Undertaker. What? So, B, I'm punching. I don't know what that means. I'm mashing. This is it. With a wrestling game like this, you have to know the buttons, otherwise you're in trouble. And for some reason, oh, isn't it very ironic that these two aren't fighting each other, they're fighting me. He's going up on the ropes, I'm going to fucking punch the referee. The commentator's going apeshit, the man with the king hat on. I'm just pressing the circle button. I mean, bloody hell, it's the Mega Drive. Oh, I'm running. Oh. Oh, shit. Back into the ropes. I'm going to keep doing that because it's fun. You try to drop kick me, yeah, prick. I mean, just... It's very quick. You saw a difficulty option before. It's 4 out of 10. To be fair, Bam Bam Bigelow, the motherfucking male gigolo, he's lost a lot of health. I don't know how to win those duels. You really have to know the intricacies of the controls here, ladies and gentlemen. How do you even mash out of that? I'm just mashing all the buttons, and I hate doing this in these kind of games, but this is chaotic, it's hectic, it's fast-paced, and I'm going to get fucked up. I'm not going to survive this one. What the hell are you meant to do? For me, personally, you know, there is a website out there. I recently used it for FIFA 98 Road to World Cup and a few other old school projects I uploaded on the channel from the PS1 era. There are websites out there which show you the complete controls of old school games, and for good reason. For games like this, which are absolutely just utterly bonkers, it's like, what? Right, Royal Rumble, everyone's in on this. Let's put the difficulty down to 3. Oh, Christ on us. Cool sounds, by the way, here for a 1994 Mega Drive game. Oh, wow, look at this. Christ almighty, he does not look like a wrestler. Yes, that's my guy. It's a motherfucking clown show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it on. It's Beetlejuice in the ring. Beetlejuice against Rod Stewart, ladies and gentlemen. And the Undertaker's in on this motherfucker as well. Didn't see that. Sumo wrestlers in as well. I'm even forgetting who I am. You know what? I'm going to let you guys kick the shit out of each other. We've got another blonde man in here. Fuck off, you fat prick. Oh, is that a woman? He's strangling a woman. Oh my days. I'm pressing a lot of buttons and not much is happening. But this game is just, obviously, I don't play. I remember I played WWF Warzone, and, oh, we can actually pause the game. What other game did I play back in the day? Here Comes the Pain. Was that it? No, that's after my era. Just Bring It. 2001, yeah. Maybe that one. WWF SmackDown Just Bring It. I vaguely remember that one. But, oh, is it this one? Maybe WWF RAW? Raw. And this one, WWF Warzone as well. So blocky late 90s, early 2000s. I think I remember playing those games. I don't know, I don't remember like buying them or having them purchased for me, so I don't know where the fuck I got my hands on them. But if you hold the A button, you run into the ropes, you run back. C button is kick. B button is punch. Now obviously the Mega Drive had 6 button capabilities. So I do wonder whether if you had a 6 button controller it worked for this game and helped. Is this game much less playable? Like for example Mortal Kombat was back in the day on a 3 button controller? I don't know, but I think you'll jolly well agree, ladies and gentlemen, this is absolute nonsense. Just madness. Oh yeah, I'm kicking the woman. This is equality. Give it to the Undertaker. I'm just kicking people in the bollocks. That's what I'm doing. So how many have we got in the ring here? Oh, did someone just get taken out the ring? Oh yeah. Someone else is in. Is that Bret Hart? No idea. There's that much going on. I'm just looking at the clown. I'm glad I'm the clown because I bloody stand out more. You get kicked in the bollocks, man, in the USA shorts. You get fucking smashed in the head. Oh, he just kicked me. How playable is this game, man? And if I look on the Wikipedia, people are just straggling each other. The crowd don't look that excited or happy. Pretty cool crowd graphics there, though, for a game released in 1994. And on the Wikipedia page, there's quite a lot of talk of this game. And I don't know. Let's see what the reception is. The many skill settings. Now, you did see 10 different levels of difficulty. There are a lot of different game modes, but maybe that's just a prerequisite for a wrestling game. But was it a prerequisite for old school wrestling games from over 30 years ago? I'm not sure. It seems to be quite a lot there for me. Yeah, now I said that. He did, however, criticise the fact that all wrestlers are rendered at the same height, even ones who have drastic height differences. I said that. Undertaker didn't look taller. Controls are more precise. Like, there's a review here criticising the poor control, and the opponent AI is overly hard to beat on all but the easiest difficulty level. And it's absurd difficulties like that, and like this, that make you realise that there are aspects of modern gaming which are not good, but at the same time, thank fuck things are more easy to understand now, because there are certain old games which are just absolutely unplayable. But you could potentially, I don't know how easy it'd be, we're on level 3 difficulty here, you could just try and stay away from the trouble and try and outlast everyone. But this guy seems very interested in me, ladies and gentlemen. He's a lonely single man. Whoa, Undertaker, he's struggling, I'm running into him. I just do that and run off. But you can see that the sumo wrestler guy, Yokozuna or whatever. Yeah, I'm not sure how you win those duels. He didn't get me down there though, I landed on my feet. Maybe it's like a Streets of Rage aspect. I'm rolling. Strangle that motherfucker. How do you do other moves other than strangling people though? I don't get that. You hear that noise then? What was that? Whoa, who's this guy? Oh, he just gave me a left hook. Ladies and gentlemen, absolute madness. But before we end this video, I do wonder, what's the best wrestling game ever? What's seen as some of the best wrestling games? You know, tag team, it's just one on the sidelines, another person's in the ring. We've seen Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, Raw, endurance match is just going to be taking people on one after the other, isn't it? You've got the difficulties here. 4 players, by the way, so back in the day, you could potentially play 4 players if you had that thing. What was it called back in the day? The multi-tap thing. Was that it? That PlayStation multi-tap. 1 difficulty. CPU chooses the opponents because I want to choose as little as possible. Let's just have a laugh for a couple more minutes before ending this one, ladies and gentlemen. Wasn't there the British Bulldog as well? I remember that guy. And Kane. A bit of Shawn Michaels at stare at this guy. Here are your opponents. Cool. Right, so basically we're fighting everyone game. I'm guessing, considering the fact that one of those guys has got... you see that in the background, the crown, the commentator, I'm guessing that was his thing back in the day. But yeah, it's like, I'm just expecting you to be able to do other things. Oh yeah, there we go, you can do that. Fucking hell, I wish I hadn't bothered. What the hell? Doesn't even tell me how to get out of that. What do I do here? Do I hope to go the bar to the left and then hit it? It's going to the left, no, it's gone to the right. I have no frigging idea. Let's bribe the referee, get Mutant League Wrestling on the fucking scene, people. But yeah, I don't know how playable this is. Is it me? Probably. I just hit the referee accidentally, inadvertently. Hey, but look at Lex Luthor's... Lex Luthor. It's obviously a play on that, but... he's lost a lot of his health. But ultimately, I'm just punching people in the bollocks, or kicking them in the bollocks. I'm being strangled. It's all very homoerotic for the most part, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing wrong with that, of course, but not into wrestling myself. But there we have it, WWF RAW. They've always got these daft names. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I won't be returning to this one, but I would be intrigued to see just how many more controls, the intricacies of the controls, or is it really as basic as it seems, and it's just like, yeah, you can't do much. Not sure. Thanks for watching. See you soon.